Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, whatever time of day or whatever day you're watching this. Thanks for tuning into this channel, Bipolar Brilliance. It's been a minute since I posted, and I appreciate those who have given me feedback on ideas for topics. So this is as usual, unedited, and I'll dare I say that it's going to be a short one and probably the first of maybe a new playlist or a new series about really how to support a loved one that has bipolar disorder. This is really something that has come up a lot in my life, and so this also does apply for persons that have bipolar disorder, and it's really just a really strong, how many times can I say really, I really really want to stress how important it is to advocate, and in particular what I want to highlight with this one is the importance of advocating for medications and advocating speaking up when you have symptoms, side effects, unwanted side effects. It happens. And yet, there are, there's other options. I say this as a person who's been through different medications, who's had reactions, not as a doctor or a medical professional, but I just want to say that's why I hesitated. But there's probably almost always another alternative, I had one medication, I think it was Lamictal, that gave me a rash. And that is a potential side effect of the medication, but it doesn't happen to everyone. So I mentioned it to my doctor. And this is the benefit of me being a stubborn little squeaky wheel. Believe it or not, some prescribers might initially say, well, yeah, but it seems to be working, so let's just go on and see if it subsides, see if you can live with it. And just to be fair, this was a long time ago, like at least a dozen years ago, so I don't remember the particulars, but it could be that I mentioned it on more than one appointment. And okay, let's see. Let's wait and see. Can I live with this? Is it going to get better? Well, it didn't, and I didn't want to. And so I spoke up again. Now, here's a really key point. I didn't just stop taking the stuff. My doctor didn't listen to me that time. I really don't like this side effect. I'm just going to stop taking it. Always a bad idea. And I speak from personal experience on that. Always a bad idea to not take your medications as prescribed. Always a good idea to speak up for yourself about any concerns, side effects, whatever you're feeling, even if you don't think it is related. The doctors are not mind readers. That's what these tarot readers are for. No, I'm joking. They're not mind readers either. But yeah, so that's not their business, is to read people's minds, and they do observe what they can observe. But let's say, for example, a person is having sexual side effects. That might be an uncomfortable thing to talk about with the doctor, but guess what? Doctors hear about all kinds of stuff. They're doctors. They're not your significant other. So if you're constipated, or you can't orgasm because of your medication, or started tell them, just get over your shyness, your modesty, and tell them. If you gotta write it down. So now, I did say in the beginning of this video, this was gonna be for how a loved one can help a person with bipolar disorder. So going back to that, some people, for whatever reason, are just going to have a really, really hard time speaking up for themselves. They might have a hard time articulating. They might not remember at the time that they need to remember, like at the time of the appointment. I have that issue, so what I have done in the past is I've had like a notepad thing, but I might not remember that at the time of the appointment either. So certainly not a piece of paper. I'm liable to lose that. But because I use I've used a calendar app on my phone in the past to kind of keep all my appointments together, I would add a note in the body of the calendar invite and just like, these are the things I want to ask the doctor about. These are the concerns that I have. I'm feeling really, really sleepy in the morning. Or I noticed that I seem to get a headache around the same time of the afternoon. Or I noticed that my focus, so on and so forth. Whatever it is. Gosh, it seems like I have heartburn since in the last, whatever, write it down, keep it in a place. If you're somebody that is, whether you're a guardian or not, or even just like, the person that helps your person on the bipolar spectrum to, keep things together. I mean, I will say for myself, sometimes I need help adulting. And when I was really in, hashtag ADHD also, when I was really in the beginning stages, I'll say, of like learning that I had bipolar disorder and wasn't really on meds, still trying to accept it, still trying to learn how to care for myself. Still using alcohol and other drugs doesn't help. Just getting on my feet because I had severe mood issues and lost jobs. Like, I needed support. I got support, thank God. So if you're that support person, I was never not my own guardian or anything like that, but I did keep a lot of it together myself, but I had I had my parents to, like, one of them made like a little spreadsheet, like, you can write these things here. That was really helpful. I had a case manager at the community mental health that, anyway, just, now I'm kind of going on a ramble tangent. The main point that I was trying to make in this short video is to speak up. If there is something that's on your mind that, like, gosh, if I just had $1 for every time I've worked with someone that said, oh, well, this really helped me with this, with my anxiety, or I was sleeping better when I did this, or I focused better. Well, did you tell the doctor that? No. So that's why I'm making this video, because, I'm obviously very outspoken. I'm here on this YouTube channel putting it all out there, but not everybody is outspoken, and you don't have to be, but, if you're not comfortable, maybe you can bring a trusted person to the appointment with you, write it down, like, whatever you have to do to get that information to the medical people so that they can help you. And as a family member, support person, for someone that might be in the thick of mood episodes, it's not easy to focus when you're depressed or when you're manic, right? So help them to remember those things. And I would suggest don't help them by nagging them. Good God, nobody likes that. But help them by just writing the thing down. Maybe just talk to them and take notes. Get their blessing. If that's always a good idea. Just say, how can I help? I know you have a med review coming up. Or help them make sure that they have them scheduled. Those medications are not part of everyone's story with bipolar disorder, but they are part of, dare I say, most people that are thriving, with bipolar disorder. Take it with a grain of salt because I'm not a doctor. I always say I know just enough about medical stuff to be dangerous, both from a student and worker and patient perspective. So all of those things, been around the block a few times. Okay, so had to learn a lot of things the hard way. So that's one of the biggest reasons that I put this content out there, is so that you don't have to learn everything the hard way. If you take some suggestions, and as some people like to say, take what you like and leave the rest. Take what resonates, and I would love to get your comments down below. Have you had any challenges with that? Do you have any stories that you're willing to share about a good outcome after you spoke up for yourself, or maybe having helped someone to get the help that they need, just by sharing that information, or even like being a squeaky wheel, and if you have any other suggestions for upcoming videos and topics, please let me know. If you like this, of course, please give it a thumbs up. That'll help more people find this. And remember to subscribe to the channel. Share this with anybody that you think would love to hear this message. And take care of yourselves and each other. And we will talk again soon. Bye.